Alright, so first off, me and my friends, we wanted to make a CMV about the League of Villains. So we're going to go to, of all places, the graveyard. Perfect place for villains.
Perfect.
100% perfect. Just ignore their faces and foot. Anyway, so we're at Walmart figuring out, we want to make a picnic. And so we're like, okay, what's the perfect picnic thing? And then we see it. Fried chicken.
Fried chicken. Hawks.
So, of course, we all hate Hawks for the thing he did, spoiler alert. And even though we actually still like Hawks, but in the video we hate Hawks.
Yeah.
So, we decided to make our picnic, and we had the blanket laid out. We found this really nice open space.
In the graveyard.
In a cemetery. It was beautiful. And we even had cranberry juice for blood for toga.
Yeah.
We set it up amazing.
But there's one problem.
Okay, so we finish our picnic scene. We pick up after ourselves. And we go on to another CMV location, still in the cemetery, because...
Yep. Villains.
Obviously.
Villains.
And,
Toga right here.
I'll take your place. Well, Shiggy was helping Dabi get up in the grass because of his platforms.
Yeah, my platform boots.
I went to step down to help myself get up onto the grass part, and I heard a crack, and all of a sudden pain just hits me.
Because of this thing.
It's actually on this side.
Yeah. Her foot.
mm-hmm.
And we had to rush her to the hospital because she broke her foot by walking.
So, first off, already kind of feel like the spirits are against us because, holy crap, she broke her foot by walking. And we're like, okay, we apologize to spirits, and we're like, let's go to the hospital. When halfway to the hospital, it happened.
I started bleeding out my mouth. Like, blood was filling up in my mouth and it started spewing out. It started from, like, right here, and my tongue is still a little red from the blood. It keeps on going on and off, but, that's when my blood started filling up in my mouth. This is when Shiggy looked like he was getting possessed.
So I was driving, and I noticed that Dabi over here is like, he says he tastes blood, and I look over, and he's got a tiny bit in his mouth. Suddenly, like, I can't breathe. I take a deep breath, and I look over, and blood is trickling down his mouth as he's gurgling on it, trying not to talk, because it's spilling out.
Like, it was filled up my mouth. As you can see right here, there's, like, still blood stains and, like, streaks of, like, drool and kind of blood. I kind of wiped out the blood, and it's on my shirt.
And then, Toga and Dabi both tell me that it started 20 minutes ago, and I was just staring at the road.
No, not responsive at all.
Just blank-faced and no blinking, staring at the road.
Just staring, nothing. And I literally tapped it like a few times, and then she still didn't respond at all. And then after a few minutes, I like tapped and then showed the phone, like showing the direction to where we need to go. It just like did this.
And
Back at the road.
And then I asked if you're okay, and you never answered.
Like, we kept on trying to talk to you, and you wouldn't answer us.
I was talking about one of my dead relatives that died because of a bad hospital spirits.
Yeah. And then halfway to the hospital, like only a few minutes before we got to the hospital, that's when you came back around, and when I was basically choking on my blood at that point, basically.
Yeah. And, okay, so because of the coronavirus, we had to
And it's blood again.
Basically, after they got in the hospital, they had me go back into the car because, you know, I don't really have any reason to be there other than, my toga and Dabi are dying. So I go back in the car, and a couple minutes later, the windows fog. Dabi,
My blood.
he's been doing this all day.
After the thing.
And so basically, after the windows fog, my car goes, which it does that because it's an Impala and it sucks. And then it goes, and after about a million times of me hitting the dashboard, it finally stops, and 2 minutes later, the fog disappears.
Yeah, and also in the hospital, I had a seizure. I had a history of having seizures before, but I wasn't expecting to have a seizure in a hospital. And I was already bleeding out the mouth, and blood's still coming out. It just started back up. I'm sorry.
So basically, yeah, the League of Villains pissed off spirits.
Yeah, we're cursed now, apparently.
And I might get possessed again, who knows.
Who knows? And hopefully I could stop bleeding out the mouth.
And hopefully Toga will actually heal.
Yes. And hopefully I won't go trigger into a seizure again.
Did we don't want that to happen?
Mm-hmm.
Scared me once.
So, note to self, do not have picnics in a graveyard.
Unless it's by your actual relatives.
Yeah, next time we're probably going to go by my dead relatives into a different graveyard.
Because that will be way much better because it's your relatives, they know you, it's okay. You won't piss your relatives off.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would.
Yeah.
Want me to take the phone and you go,
I better clean up. I'm bleeding.
So yeah, just don't do anything stupid because apparently just having a picnic will piss people off.
Mm-hmm.
We also did something really stupid where we were being crackheads, like we are, and
we wanted to scare some person that was coming by,
so
which was the second time they went by.
basically this guy was circling and looking at us because we're in cosplay and we're weirdos, and don't drip on me.
Go finish washing up.
just
You got a drip right there.
Oh, crap. Whatever.
No,
Don't
go wash.
drip on me.
It stopped again.
Still go wash your face.
Stopped.
Anyway, so basically, we're just like, how about we do this?
We all pray. Me and Dabi praise Shiggy.
And they were basically worshiping me, and then I raised the hand, and then we got in a circle, and we decided to just chant and move backwards and forwards, or like side by side, and then we were passing away around the cup of cranberry juice, and so we think that's what pissed off the spirits if it wasn't the picnic.
Yeah, I think it was that instead of the picnic. Because barely nobody really goes to the graveyards anyways.
Yeah.